Hello and welcome. You're watching News Now on Goa365 and I'm your anchor Subhashish Govekar. From Goa streets to world events, we bring you the stories that matter. And here's what's happening today. Chimel Unity Mall survey halted after villagers object. Authorities agree to full land inspection including wetlands. Severe snowstorm paralyzes Kashmir as flights stop, highway shut and power supply crumbles across valley. And we begin with the top story for the day. Tensions surfaced at the proposed Unity Mall site today as officials paused the land survey following strong objections from villagers. Residents demanded a full inspection from Toyar Lake to the project area, citing wetland concerns. After discussions, authorities agreed to conduct a comprehensive physical and satellite-based survey tomorrow, aiming to clear confusion and address environmental and boundary issues.
Difficulty, sir, at this point of time, we have received a letter from your that says the Honorable Chief Minister in his meeting with Chimel villagers held on to has directed to conduct a joint site inspection of the land in survey number 40/1 to examine the zone of influence and drainage lines of Toyar Lake. That is not what is stated in your letter. Your letter differs from what our demand was. That is what our concern is. If you can really, if I can suggest, state in this letter, float another letter, very clearly stating that you are going to do the examination of the entire wetland plus the zone of influence. That itself will resolve the issue.
I am telling you, no.
You stating it, sir, and you writing it is a different story, you know.
Writing letter is okay.
Right.
It was a very clear discussion. Honorable CM, I was a spectator here,
Yes,
right?
yes.
It was decided that your contention was that NIO area is more what has been declared in there.
Yes.
And that has not been marked.
Yes.
Correct? Is it
Yes,
true?
yes.
Right. Then we said that our land is far away. This discussion was happened.
Exactly.
What CM said, please demarcate the entire wetland.
Correct.
Okay, whatever is declared by the NIO.
Absolutely.
Correct? That will be done.
So,
Okay,
that is not
then
being reflected in that letter.
No, this I am telling you, no. I'm the in charge. I'm the in charge. Listen to me. Secondly, the zone of influence, the lake and the entire area will be communicated, and we will also demarcate the 40/1 which we are the owner, means government is the owner.
No problem.
That happens.
Yes.
That how much it comes here.
Right.
Apart from that, what other survey numbers are covering?
Yes.
That means NIO will be marked. Plus this will be marked.
I
Only
will-
my duty is to limit it to that.
I am agreeing with you.
Then-
What you are stating is not getting reflected in your letter,
We
sir.
will
Give me a correction, sir.
Yeah,
You can give me a
I'll
correction.
we will do the survey,
No,
ma'am.
sir.
We are not
Sir,
allowed.
correction. Tani, they have given us a letter saying that they will only demarcate 40/1 survey number and the zone of influence. Our difficulty is we had discussed it with this Honorable CM very clearly, asking for fresh inspection and demarcation of the entire wetland, that is Lake Amso, any zone of influence, which the Honorable CM has agreed. This discussion, there seemed to be some sort of a confusion because the letter from the Department of Tourism came in very clearly saying that only survey number 40. So it did not showcase the entire scope of work that needs to be done, because NIO is also there, other authorities, wetland authorities also there. So there will be some sort of confusion. So that's what we have asked them is to clearly state it in the letter. What is the scope of demarcation that needs to be done and survey that needs to be
एज पर तेम बाकीचो प्रायवेट लँडान ते सर्वे करपाक शकना म्हणून तांच्यांनी हे सांगल्यात. सो जे गव्हर्नमेंट लँड आहा तेजेच करूंक
ते
शकता.
सगळे गव्हर्नमेंट लँड कांयच प्रायवेट ना. गव्हर्नमेंट लँड म्हणजे पब्लिक लँड.
मॅडम सगळे करतले ते वेटलँड
फुल फ्रेश आणि मागीर री-नोटिफिकेशन
झोन ऑफ इन्फ्लुएन्स
हे जो गव्हर्नमेंटाची लँड आसा 4,84,000.
फुल सर्वे करता तुम्ही आता पयलीं सर्वे करूं
सर्वे केला तांकां जाय ते जॉईंट सर्वे.
जॉईंट
We are doing exactly what has been discussed in the front of the Honorable CM and what directions CM has given. Same thing is being done. Think clarification आमची letter there sir एक blood nothing that we are clarifying.
Lindsay Menezes and Sanika Nagwekar for Goa 365.
We'll be back shortly with more news after this short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Citizens for Democracy convener Elvis Gomes has questioned two major bills passed in the final hours of the assembly session. He alleges the Jan Vishwas bill and the amended Panchayati Raj Act weaken accountability, dilute local governance and shift key powers from elected bodies to the government.
The Jan Vishwas bill passed late at night on the final day of the session replaces jail terms with monetary penalties for several offences. Elvis Gomes questioned both the timing and the intent of the bill and demanded clarity on when the new law will come into force and how it impacts public accountability.
दुसरो एक विषय झाला तो म्हणल्यार जन विश्वास ऍक्ट. जन विश्वास, आता जन विश्वास म्हणल्यार कितें, ते बिल जर पळयशी जाल्यार बरेचशे कायद्या भितर ऑलमोस्ट 28 काय कितें कायदे जे आसा गोंयचे तातूंत एमेंडमेंट हाडला. आनी इन अ नटशेल सांगपाचें म्हणल्यार जे कोण क्रिमिनल एक्शन करता, क्रिमिनल एक्टिविटी करता, काय फ्रॉड करता, काय कितें तरी मिसकंडक्ट करता इन द कोर्स ऑफ द ड्युटीज, तांचेर खंय आतां तांकां क्रिमिनल पनिशमेंट आसचो ना. की बाबा रे तुवें रॉंग केलें मरे, तुजे थोडे आमी फायन मारतले, तुका जेलीन वचपाक पडचें ना. This is going to be very dangerous in time to come for the public.
On the Panchayati Raj amendments, Gomes warned that the law weakens local bodies. He said secretaries now gain sweeping powers to clear files and approve construction without consulting the elected panchayat body, calling it a direct transfer of authority from villages to the government.
पंचायत राज अमेंडमेंट पळय जाला एक्टान, पंचायत राज एक्टान अमेंडमेंट जाला. तितून मुख्य म्हणल्यार दोन गोष्टी आसा. एक म्हणल्यार पावर्स ऑफ सायनिंग, ऑथॉरिटी टू सायन, ताणें अमेंडमेंट हाडून आतां सगळे सेक्रेटरी कडेन दिला. सेक्रेटरी विल सायन. सो सरपंच आणि डेप्युटी सरपंच हे सगळे कोणशाक आतां, पंचायतच कोणशाक म्हणल्यार जाता. कित्याक सेक्रेटरी जो आसा ही इज अ गव्हर्मेंट ऑफिशियल अपॉइंटेड बाय द गव्हर्मेंट. गव्हर्मेंट ताका पोस्ट करता हितून पंचायतींनी. आता तो पंचायतीन गव्हर्मेंटाच्या इन्स्ट्रक्शना प्रमाणे चलतलो काय पंचायत कितें डिसिजन घेता ताचे प्रमाणे वागतलो हें कोणाकूय कळपाक जाय. हे जाग्यांचे धंदे जे गोंयांत चल्ल्या आनी टावन अँड कंट्री प्लॅनिंग डिपार्टमेंट अशें एक दुकान घालून बसल्या. तशेंच PDAs ज्यो आसा, नॉर्थ गोवा PDA म्हणून, सावथ गोवा PDA म्हणून, आनी ज्यो PDAs आसा तेय बी शॉप ओपन करून बसल्या की कोणूय यो दी पयशे आनी कितें जाय ती सर्वीस घे. झोन कन्वर्शन पासून जे प्लॅन अप्रुवल जे ते केल्या उपरांत जे लायसन्सा खातीर अंडर पंचायत राज एक्ट पंचायतीन येवपाक जाय ते खंय फास्ट क्लियर जावपाक जाय. नाजाल्यार पंचायत 15 दीस घेवन बसता. एक टायम आशिल्लो आमच्या टायमार इट वॉज 30 days. 30 दिसां भितर जर अप्रूव जायना लायसन्स जाल्यार एक प्रोविजन दवरिल्लें की यू कॅन गो बिफोर द डेप्युटी डायरेक्टर ऑफ पंचायत इन एन अपील. आनी ताका 30 दीस दिल्ले ते अपील डिसायड करपाक. सो टोटल पिरियड एक कन्स्ट्रक्शन लायसन्साचो 60 दिसां भितर निर्णय जातालो. आतां परिस्थिती अशी जाल्या की ते 60 दीस सोडून दी, तांकां 7 दिसां भितर जाल्ले जाय. आनी ना जाल्यार ते VDO कडेन व्हरतले फायल आनी ती पास करून घेतले. 73rd अमेंडमेंट तातूंत भितर 29 फंक्शन्स हॅव टू बी डिवॉल्व टू द पंचायत. म्हणजे जी आतां सरकार पळय घट्ट धरून बसला ही फंक्शन्स ती पंचायती कडेन वचपाक जाय आसली. दीस हॅज बीन गोईंग टायम एंड अगेन ऑन. कितलेच ताचेर बोवाळ जाता पूण कांय जायना. आनी ऑन द कॉन्ट्री आनीक डायल्यूट जाता कॉन्स्टिट्युशनल प्रोविजन्स आनी ही मनमानी हेंची पळय आसा ताका ते प्रोत्साहन दिता हितून. सो फुडाराक आतां एक म्हाका विचारपाक जाय, सरकार कितें दादागिरी करता एक बाजू जाली, दुसरे वाटेन ही पंचायत कशी काय ओगी आसा. तुम्ही जेन्ना तुमकां लोक निवडून दिता एक आशा दवरून की बेजीक पळय ग्राउंड लेवलाचेर ग्रासरूट लेवलाचेर जी कांय कामां आसा ती तांची जावपाक जाय. पूण हांगा तुमचे पावरच काडून उडयल्या. तुमकां आतां सायन मारूंक सुद्दां अधिकार दवरूंक ना सरपंचाक आनी डेप्युटी सरपंचाक. जाल्यार तुमी रिएक्ट जायना, तुमी कांय निशेध मारिना आनी तुमी संघटीत जावन एक चॅलेंज करतले म्हणून एक आयकूंक आमकां आतां पर्यंत मेळोंक ना. सो हांव तुमकां अपील करता सगळ्या सरपंचांनी, डेप्युटी सरपंचांनी, पंचायतान की कॉन्स्टिट्युशनान तुमकां कितें दिला अधिकार, ते कॉन्स्टिट्युशनल अधिकार तुमी वापरपाची गरज आसा आनी ते जबरदस्तीन मागून घेवपाची गरज आसा. सी अंडर पंचायत राज एक्ट एक सरपंच डिसिजन घेना. फर्स्ट टायम फॉरमोस्ट लोकांक कळपाक जाय. इट इज अ कलेक्टीव बॉडी. आतां 7 मेंबर, 9 मेंबर, 11 मेंबर, 5 मेंबर जे आसात ते बॉडी डिसिजन घेतात आनी ते बॉडीचे डिसिजन सरपंच नॉर्मली वूड कन्वे. ओके, सेक्रेटरीन कन्वे केले म्हणून काय ना, पण आता ब्लँकेट पावर जो कसल्याच मॅटरान सेक्रेटरीक दिला, दॅट विल गो आउट ऑफ द हँड ऑफ द पंचायत एज अ बॉडी, नॉट सरपंच, एज अ बॉडी. सो ती पंचायत मागीर कित्याक जायतली?
Ramesh Naik Raut, Lindsay Menezes and Omkar Deshprabhu for Goa365.
Kashmir has been hit by one of its harshest snowstorms in years, bringing flights to a halt, highways to a standstill, and large parts of the valley into darkness. Across the region, life quite literally is frozen right now.
Kashmir is reeling under a powerful winter system that has disrupted daily life across the valley. Heavy snowfall since the night of January 22nd has forced the suspension of all flight operations at Srinagar International Airport, with poor visibility and snow-covered runways making travel unsafe. Passengers have been advised to stay in touch with airlines as cancellations continue. Road connectivity has taken a major hit too. The Jammu-Srinagar National Highway, often called the valley's lifeline, remains shut at multiple points including Banihal, Ramban and Nashri. Other key routes such as Srinagar-Leh Road, at Zojila Pass, Mughal Road and Sintan Pass are also closed, leaving travellers stranded and authorities urging people to avoid unnecessary movement. The storm hasn't just blocked roads and skies, it has plunged homes into darkness. Over 80% of the valley faced power outages after all 33 kilovolts feeders stripped due to fallen trees and strong winds. Power demand crashed sharply as teams from Power Development Department worked in tough conditions to restore electricity. Snowfall levels have varied widely, from a few inches in parts of Srinagar to nearly 5 feet in high reaches. Tourist hotspots like Gulmarg, Sonamarg and Shopian saw heavy accumulation, turning scenic but risky. The IMD warns that snowfall may continue till Saturday afternoon, with another western disturbance expected around January 22nd. Manish Parab and Muzaff Sheikh for Goa365.
Don't go anywhere, we will be back shortly after this small break. Welcome back. Lastly, for the weather update, a strong subtropical westerly jet stream continues to prevail over North India, while a fresh western disturbance is expected to affect northwest India from January 26th, even as the upper air cyclonic circulation over the southeast Arabian Sea has weakened and dry weather continues to dominate across Goa.
Over the last 24 hours, dry weather prevailed across Goa. The highest maximum temperature of 33.4 degrees Celsius was recorded at Mormugaon, while the lowest minimum temperature of 18.4 degrees Celsius was recorded at Panaji. In the next 24 hours, skies over Goa are expected to be partly cloudy. Shallow to moderate haze or mist is likely at isolated places during the early morning hours, a condition expected to continue until January 29th. Maximum temperatures are likely to remain around 33 degrees Celsius, while minimum temperatures may settle near 19 degrees Celsius. Dry weather is very likely to prevail over both North Goa and South Goa districts in the coming days. Over the sea, squally weather with wind speeds of 40 to 50 km per hour gusting up to 60 km per hour is expected over many parts of the North Arabian Sea along and off the North Gujarat coast. Squally winds with speeds of 45 to 55 km per hour gusting up to 65 km per hour are also expected along and off the Somalia coast and over the western parts of the southwest Arabian Sea. Fishermen are advised not to venture into these areas until January 25th. Dry weather continues. Partly cloudy sky. Morning haze likely. Maximum and minimum temperature for Saturday 33 degrees Celsius and 19 degrees Celsius. Fishermen advisory. Bureau report Goa365 with inputs from IMD.
That wraps up our top stories for today. You've been watching News Now on Goa365. For more in-depth reports and stories, visit our website at www.goa365.tv. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Goa365TV for continuous coverage and updates on stories that matter. Until next time, stay informed, stay safe, and we'll see you again this time tomorrow on Goa365.